I decided. I think you might be right. So we're going to the coming of age timeline? I nodded listlessly. This doesn't mean I don't feel anything for everyone in the serial killer timeline. But what matters to me most is everyone here in this one. You don't have to explain. I know how much it pained you to make this choice. Takumi, this is the right choice. We won't regret it. No, I won't let it cause us any regret. Hideko placed her hand on my shoulder and I felt some of the tension in my chest ease up. Aww. 7:40 p.m. It's been 10 minutes since the leap window opened. In order to regain the time we lost, we speedily put on our leap suits and configured the machine. And then... here we go. All right, we've made it to the school, but we can't afford to linger. Why not? We have until 11:10 p.m. That's plenty of... Have you forgotten what we came here to do? Look at the coat on Darumi's back, right? Yes, on her dead body. And where do you think that body is? I don't remember anything about this timeline. You should still know. Darumi was killed in the battle against Veshness on day 9. That day is the start of this timeline and the Box of Calamity timeline. Oh, yeah. Pretty sure all of us buried her. Now that you remember, you know what we have to do.
We're going to dig up her grave.
Do we have any other option? That's why I said we couldn't linger.
But...
I understand your reservation. I don't want to do this either, but our hands are tied. We have to do this if we want to go to the artificial satellite.
Okay.
I grabbed a nearby shovel, shut my eyes tightly, and drove it into the ground. Hideko and I started to dig in silence. With each shovel full of dirt, there was a searing ache in my chest. Eventually, we saw Darumi's body in the dirt. She was drained of her cryptoglobin, leaving behind nothing but a blackened mummy. It was tragic to look at. My heart felt like it was about to burst. I averted my eyes.
We have to do this. She fought valiantly to protect all of us in this timeline. Her body is the embodiment of all of the nobility and sacredness of that act. It would be rude of us to look away.
I bit my lip and gave a small nod, looking back down at Darumi.
I'm sorry, Darumi. I'm going to have to move you a little. We're doing this so you can live on elsewhere. So please, forgive us.
Hideko apologized as she lifted up the body and turned it around. On the back was a single number.
Does that say 5?
It sure do. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 members, and each of the numbers seem to be unique. So we're missing 1, 4, 6, and 7.
Seems so.
I hope. We carefully restored Darumi's grave.
Thank you, Darumi.
Please, rest in peace.
We pressed our palms together as we said goodbye to her, then quietly took our leave. Day 51. I made my way to the cafeteria for breakfast. When I got there, I saw everyone but C-Ray and Nigo. Talk to me. How many times is this now, man?
Yeah, would you kindly stop disappearing all of a sudden, Captain?
We went over this last night, didn't we? Takumi went to the city ruins to destroy some enemy recon devices. Isn't that right? Yeah, exactly. I wasn't sure why Eito was covering for me, but I decided I'd better just go with the flow. Hideko, you went off exploring and never came back.
What were you up to?
Well, You met with Takumi in the city, right? And you finished the mission together. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Sumino, at least say something before you take off.
Yeah, we would have helped you destroy those devices.
There weren't that many of them, so there was no need for us to send a huge group. I think Takumi was just trying to be considerate when he decided to go alone. He didn't want to ruin our plans for the Hump Day party. That's why he did it. But in the end, the Hump Day party was canceled. Huh? You and Hideko were gone. There was no point in doing it without you. I see. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen. No, you had something to deal with. Although, I guess you don't need forgiveness from this degenerate trash heap.
But I'm seething. If you want my forgiveness, you'll have to play Russian roulette with me.
Hearing Darumi say that brought tears to my eyes. It reminded me of her as I saw her last night, and here she was, right here in front of me, alive. I couldn't stop the emotions from surging inside of me as I thought about it.
Hey, don't look at me like that. It's not good for my mental state.
Okay, then let us all enjoy some rushing roulette. Whoa, Ava! Ava, do you know what Russian roulette is? Yes, of course. Miss Kawana can just soup up the wheel so it goes full tilt. Mesdames et messieurs, place your bets. Oh, for the love of murder. I think she just means roulette. Thanks to Eito's cover story, Hideko and I weren't questioned any further. Everyone ate breakfast together and left the cafeteria. The only ones left behind were Hideko, Eito, and myself. Sorry about that, Eito. Thanks for the help. Yes, thanks to you, we somehow managed to explain our way out of things. But why that story? Takumi, you vanished right before the Hump Day party, right? I thought if I didn't say anything, everyone would get upset and go looking for you. Then your clandestine activities would be interrupted. So I said what I said to appease everybody. Did you know what we were doing last night? Nothing specific. I had a vague notion you might be leaping to another timeline, though. I told Eito about the parallel leaping, by the way.
Oh.
Right, I know all about your little secret. I know better than anyone that your objective is to keep everyone alive.
Huh?
So that's why you covered for us. I told you before, right? I'll do everything it takes to regain your trust. That's why I came up with that story. You know, I think he might legitimately be good this time around. I just really want that. I left Hideko and Eito and returned to my room. Then I started my usual rounds.
Huh?
I had a feeling you were here. We don't need to arrange meetings anymore, do we? If we have something to talk about, we can just come here. Does that sound good? I nodded. By the way, have you looked at your device yet? Not yet. What? You don't care when we'll get our next liver mortis code? Not really, it's just... Then look now, you'll be surprised. I pulled out the device and looked at the screen. I saw the numbers on the display and... Are you serious? 12:05 to 12:35 on day 74? That's so far away! Yes, that's the next time the blood space waves will surge. That's more than 20 days from now. That's right. The liver mortis codes we know right now are Tsubasa, which is 2, Eito, 8, Maruko, 0. Why are you using his last name? Gaku is 0, Kako is 9, Shoma is 3, and as we saw last night, Darumi is 5. That's a total of 6. But we need 9 codes in all. So we need to wait until day 74 until we can go find the other 3? Unfortunately, you're still not quite right. It's likely impossible we'll be able to get any on day 74. We only have 30 minutes to leap on that day. It takes longer than that to get to the lab to get from the lab to the school, even if we sprint. It's just not possible. Hideko nodded with a deep sigh.
Huh?
When do the blood space waves increase after that? That's not on the device yet, so we have no idea. Great. Either way, our goal stays the same. We need to get to the artificial satellite as soon as possible. Whether that ends up happening on day 80 or day 90. Well, even if we leave with only 10 days left, it beats being stuck here. Then let's stay focused, Takumi. For now, we continue with our school routine as usual until day 74. Things will be fine. Don't worry about the defensive battles. We know exactly who will attack us and when. At the very least, we can be sure no one's gonna die permanently on the battlefield. Red flag! Of course, I'm not gonna let them. I'll protect them on the battlefield or anywhere else. Well said, Captain. I expect great things from you. The artificial satellite suspended in the night sky seemed just a bit further away than usual, but I couldn't let things get me down. I narrowed my eyes and cast a sharp gaze at the satellite and its cold glint. Day 52. 53. 54. All this free time we could be spending. 55. 56. For 4 days, I lived out my life at the school like I always did as per Hideko's advice. I laughed and trained with everyone and sometimes got into arguments too, but we didn't experience any serious issues and time ticked away in relative peace. There was nothing we could do about the livor mortis codes until the blood space waves peaked again. I allowed myself to temporarily forget about them and focus on living as normal a life as possible. Day 56 came to an end. Day 57 would soon be upon us, the day of the next enemy attack. Day 57. Is everyone set? You've all drilled the details of your next foe into your heads, right? The commander's name is Zendaya? Zendaya? Zenta?
Excuse me, are you stupid or something? It's Zanzibar.
You're both wrong. It's Zenta.
And she has the ability to make copies of people?
Moko had no idea what that ability did to her in the first time I went through all this. I found myself almost slipping up and telling her, but stopped myself just in time. That's like a real pain in the butt. It's fine. We have nothing to worry about. This time, Zenta will show up with her factory settings, for lack of better words. The hell does that mean? Hideko must have been trying to explain that Zenta would show up as herself rather than a copy of one of us. At any rate, I doubt she'll be more of a problem than any other commander. So long as we're careful not to get copied, we should be able to win with ease. Or so C-Ray and Nigo told me yesterday. Yeah, exactly. So true. She got it word for word.
When's the enemy gonna be here again?
Right after our wake-up call. Although we disabled the announcement for today.
Oh.
Why's that? Well, you're all up already. So there's really no sense in playing the announcement. Nigo had barely finished speaking when it started.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Oh, I don't think I'll ever get used to this alarm. You'll be fine.
The Tsukumo twins are here by your side.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Special defense unit, move out.
That's one problem dealt with.
Now we just have to defeat their commander, Zendaya.
No, it's Zenta.
I told you, it's Zanzibar!
It's Zenta! Never mind her name. We must simply kill her.
Here we go.
Bring it on.
Here I come! I am Zenta, the paragon of harmony. Even if my flesh is destroyed here, my soul shall live on eternally, and it will destroy you all.
With those final words, something strange happened to Zenta's body. It splintered all over and burst into tiny pieces, disappearing in a plume of smoke. Great.
Whoa, what was that? Did she self-destruct? I think she did!
That bitch couldn't fight for shit.
Yeah, she wasn't worth getting sick over.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Exactly! We managed to defeat her!
Everyone nodded in sync, though they all seemed dumbfounded by the abrupt end to the battle.
By the way, how did you like my moves, everyone?
Oh my gosh, are you still looking for praise?
I saw signs of effort, but it was nothing to write home about.
Ava, why are you so hard on me?
Because you irritate me.
Cut right to the bone with that one.
Anyway, since we've won our fight, why don't we do our thing?
Oh, you're not usually so eager, Shoma.
Sorry. I went and opened my gaping sewer hole of a mouth.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Hey, snap out of it, Takumi. That's your cue.
Oh, right. Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
And so ended our defensive battle. The next attack would be on day 63. We'd be fine if we could just keep this up. We had nothing to worry about. We patted each other on the shoulders and returned to the school with a spring in our steps. Day 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. Another 4 days passed quietly, like the calm after a storm. Nothing exciting happened. If I had to mention something, I guess it would be that the spice blend in Kudata's curry was extra hot. It upset Shoma's stomach, leading to a somewhat explosive situation. Gross. We had to do some thorough cleaning afterwards. Oh my gosh, gross. Poor guy. Other than that, nothing of serious significance happened, and the days went by almost too peacefully. Poor Shoma. I was honestly starting to forget about the livor mortis codes. If things kept going like this, there may be no real reason to go looking for them after all. I got the feeling we might be able to manage the last 38 days without doing anything too special. As long as we kept holding strong against the enemy attacks anyway. We were due for another battle soon. Tomorrow, on the morning of day 63. It's okay. Things will turn out fine for us again. I reassured myself, crawled into bed, and fell asleep. Day 63. Oh, is this all the information there is on the enemy? Yeah, it doesn't seem like there will be any commanders this time.
So we're just gonna fight a bunch of weaklings?
That's right. Man, that's hardly even a real battle.
Oh.
Nevertheless, it won't be without its challenges. Challenges? The cannon fodder they sent this time. They talk. They'll scream for help or call for their mothers as they attack.
Oh, that does sound, challenging. Huh? What's the big deal? Isn't it more fun to kill them when they're crying for their mommies?
Yes, that is the greatest pleasure of all. Oh, for the love of murder. Then something's seriously wrong with you two. You're one to talk. Shouldn't we just avoid listening to them?
How do we do that?
Oh.
We could yell over them. If we're all screaming, we'll drown them out. But what should we yell? If we just make noises, we might still hear what they're saying. Then why don't we yell the multiplication tables? Multiplication tables? It's pretty basic math. We're at school, aren't we? That's a great idea. Let's give it a shot. Yes, truly an ingenious scheme. Oh no, poor Kyoshika can't do math.
I think I can tell where this is going.
I think so too. And that happens.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Huh. Look who finally decided to show their ugly mugs. Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out.
It's true. I can hear them. I can hear them talking. Ah, cannot get enough of this. It's making me hot and bothered. I cannot believe I get to kill them while listening to their pathetic cries.
I can't tell if she's excited or if she doesn't know what she's saying.
It feels amazing, doesn't it? Let's just ignore those two.
Everybody else, stick to the plan! Here goes! Starting with 2.
2 times 1 is 2.
2 times 2 is 4.
2 times 3 is 6.
2 times 4 is 51.
Oh, Kyoshika, you poor dear.
I saw it coming from a mile away.
Mommy, save me!
We finished with them before we were even done with 6.
We're not done yet. There's another wave.
Guess I'm gonna have to face the challenge of the 7 times table.
Gaku, don't tell me you can't do math either.
Shut up! 7 is easy peasy.
Anyway, just ignore what they're saying, guys. Here goes!
I can't believe they're doing math.
Yeah! Take that, you freaking small fry!
That was a piece of cake.
Oh, are we done already?
I kind of wish there were more.
Absolutely not. I've had quite enough of multiplication.
Oh, Kakut.
If another wave shows up, we'll have to start multiplying double-digit numbers.
No! Please!
Mercy!
Are you actually bad at math? Everyone burst into laughter.
Anyway, seeing as we won...
We learned something new about Gaku.
Right. It's time.
Take it away, Captain.
Got it! Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
This is so wholesome. Like, this is a great change to absorbing the commander's cryptoglobin. 37 days left. I felt sure that things were really gonna work out. We just had to keep going. And unbeknownst to me, somewhere in the shadows, things were starting to come apart. Little by little, it would start to gnaw at us. Oh no! I don't like that. Day 64. 5. 66. Over the past 2 days, everyone had gotten less communicative. Whenever someone did speak up, it was to make fun of someone or to make a cutting remark. Uh-oh. It wasn't anything like our usual joking. There was no affection to it. It seemed like everyone just wanted to take out their frustrations on the people around them. Oh no, are they getting like cabin fever? I didn't know why it was happening, but we had been living together in the same place for over 65 days. It seemed natural enough that all the stress that had been building up might come out as resentment. The matter of the livor mortis codes was still on hold. Hideko and I hadn't decided which timeline we jumped to on day 74. We'd only have 30 minutes anyway. We couldn't get to the school from the lab and back again in such a short time. Still, it felt like a waste to let one of our rare opportunities to leap slide by. That's why Hideko and I were at a loss about what to do on that day. Today was day 66. We were about to pass the 2/3 mark. 1/3 of our time here left, and I hope we wouldn't run into any serious issues. But things don't always work out. My expectations would be crushed the very next morning. Day 67. I went to the cafeteria to get breakfast. As soon as I walked in, I heard screaming. Hey, so I heard you were making something real loud with Tsubasa in the garage last night.
Huh.
Loud? Don't play dumb with me. Shoma saw you. It's true. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I was wandering in the school because I couldn't sleep when I saw both of them making something. Something that looked like a gun. A gun? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it. This is what I made. A beam gun that generates a special electromagnetic pulse. It's just a toy, though. It's harmless to the human body. Eito put the barrel to his temple and pulled the trigger. See? That was an interesting way to describe it. Harmless to the human body. Then what does it harm? It doesn't harm anything. It's really just a toy. Eito was teaching me about how the different parts come together.
Oh.
Right? Tsubasa was the one who actually assembled it. I did a lot of reading while I was confined. That's where I learned how to make it. I just shared what I learned.
Why would you waste her time on a silly little toy? Sheesh, keep it down.
I don't want C-Ray and Nigo to go to find out.
That's even more suspicious. I believe you, Eito. You should always trust the shadiest character in a mystery. What do you know about mysteries? The mere fact you'd rely on assumptions about the genre shows what an amateur you are.
Shut up, you nasty brat! I've played dozens of mystery adventure games. I've played them all to death. I'm going to have to stop you right there, Miss Amamiya. Nobody talks to my dear sister like that. Please, everyone, calm down. Ava, I'd appreciate if you kept your thoughts to yourself. You're our prisoner, in case you forgot. That's not fair. Ava is our friend.
Wow, aren't we blessed? Goody Two-Shoes has weighed in with another heroic opinion. Aren't you embarrassed? Your mask is the most embarrassing thing in the room.
And it smells like poop.
Ugh, I was so sweet to you, traitor.
Sheesh, man, this is the problem with girls. Egad, unabashed sexism.
Your old-timey gimmick is so lame.
Who asked you to pipe up? You want to go? Okay, who's gonna break this up right now?
Come and get it, loser.
Shut up. All of you knock it off. Thank you, Hideko. Everyone's grounded. Hideko shouted at the top of her lungs. The room immediately fell silent. I'll hold on to that beam gun of yours. Not gum, gun. Hideko held out her hand and Eito gave her the gun. I'll be the one who decides if this is really just a toy. Everybody, be quiet and behave until then. You guys aren't yourselves right now. Something is very wrong. Go back to your rooms and cool off. Understood? She grounded them. For the rest of the day, everyone did as they were told, shutting themselves in their rooms and never coming out. The sun set as we stayed inside. And when it was dark out, someone suddenly opened my door. It was Hideko. I have an update about the beam gun from this morning. I wondered if maybe it had some kind of switch somewhere that would enable and disable it. That's why I examined it, but there wasn't anything of the sort. So it really is just a toy? Eito was right that it was harmless to the human body, at least. You couldn't hurt anyone with this. I took the gun from Hideko and looked it over. It felt solid and heavy. There was definitely something mechanical inside, but nothing happened when I pulled the trigger. All it did was play a tiny, cheap sound effect. So now we know Eito and Tsubasa were telling the truth. But that's not the real issue here, is it? Yeah, the beam gun was only the catalyst. There's a ton of resentment building up inside of everyone, waiting to go off. This just happened to be the spark that started the fire. If you know that's the problem, why didn't you say anything this morning? It's your job to keep everyone calm and mediate between them. I guess so, but I'm sure everyone is just exhausted. We've spent 66 days living under serious pressure. Whatever it is, something has to change. Our next defensive battle is day 72. We have to do something before then. Let's hold a festival. Hideko fell into deep thought. Her gaze wandered. Shortly after, she pushed her fingers through her long hair and looked straight at me. Takumi, this may sound harsh, but it's your fault things ended up this way, too. You've acted a little too distant from everyone in this timeline. I'd know. I've done this loop 146 times. There were timelines where you were a lot more proactive about integrating with the group. In those timelines, the others admired you more than they do now. They never would have fought like they did today. Their captain was an anchor for them, and that strengthened their unity. That doesn't mean those timelines were perfect. We lost a lot of people in them. This isn't my first time saying it, but this timeline is a real miracle. Nobody's died, and Ava and Eito are on our side. You need to treasure this timeline. The experiences you have here, the time you get to spend here. Ultimately, that's what will lead you to unity and harmony among the team. Hideko quietly left my room. I couldn't move. She was right, there was no doubt about that. Her words weighed heavy on me, sinking into the pit of my stomach. But I couldn't just stand there and dwell on it. I already knew what I had to do. I think I know just the thing to fix this. I clenched my fists as I murmured, trying to encourage myself. Day 68. Eito and Tsubasa were yelling the truth. The beam gun is just a toy. I had everyone pass the gun around. They each had a turn to inspect it, nodding when they were done. But Eito, what did you even want this for? There was a picture of this beam gun in one of the books I read while I was locked up. I found the shape and design appealing, that's all. Anyway, now that we know, I'm gonna give this back to Tsubasa. Huh? Me? You're the one who made it, right? I can give it back to Eito, but I think it would put everyone on edge. After a moment of hesitation, Tsubasa slowly reached out and took the gun. Sheesh, everyone's still suspicious of me, huh? That's not it. Everyone's just kind of unbalanced right now. Little things have them jumping at shadows. But that's gonna end today. Let's wash all of these feelings of tension away and leave them behind for good. Wash them away? Huh? How? Pool party? Festival? Fireworks? Pool party! Oh my gosh, disco lights and everything? Goodness, is this one of those night pools I've heard so much about? No, no, no. Young women and men go wild together in the pool at night. Colorful lights everywhere. We're having an evening of debauchery and hedonism, aren't we? No! Ma'am, how old do you think we are? Actually, we're a bunch of teenagers. But I think a few of us have a bit more self-respect than that. It's not nighttime, and it's not any of that other stuff either, but sure.
Are you serious? This is like so crazy.
Takumi, did you do all this? Well, I had a little help. From me. It's our fault the hump day party got canceled, right? So in a way, this is our apology for that. And don't worry about swimsuits. We made sure to get them for all of you. We get to see everybody's swimsuit for reals? Hold on a minute.
Are we gonna swim here?
I mean, it's a swimming pool. It's for swimming. I told you we need to wash all the negativity away. You meant that literally? Tell me this is the dream. You know exactly what the people want.
You mean what you want?
But what about C-Ray and Nigo? Of course, I got their permission.
If things stay as tense as they have been, it will hinder the mission. I can't have that. So you get special permission.
Did you rhyme on purpose?
Everybody needs a break sometimes. But don't forget to keep it in your pants.
Kyoshika, that also means you need to keep your pants on.
I would never expose myself at the pool.
Ah.
Oh, for the love of murder. Although everyone griped and complained, they ended up changing into the swimsuits we brought for them, and so began our Paradise Pool Palooza. I love that name. Ava's face. I love Darumi's swimsuit. Where's Yugamu? Kako's swimsuit is cute. Ah, there. Okay, he's wearing a Speedo. Why am I not surprised? I had a feeling all the complaining was just to cover up how embarrassed everyone felt. It took less than 5 seconds in the water for them to start shouting in excitement. I don't know, Ava doesn't look very excited. Pretty soon, they all had playful smiles on their faces. Everyone forgot themselves in childlike wonder, playing like kids. I was right there with them. I joined conversations without hesitation and went crazy and wild with them. All of that strain and tension vanished in an instant. Everyone's faces looked so earnestly bright and happy, with droplets of water flying through the air. I memorized every last detail of the scene. I took in every passing moment and seared it into my brain. I never wanted to forget them. I never wanted to lose them. I could hear splashes of water all around me. And then everyone's joyous laughter echoed in the pool, drowning out the sound of water. Aw, that moment was wholesome. Day 69. Nice. Yes! Oh, we haven't had the rock music on day 69 in so long.
We're going to do what we did yesterday all over again today?
Well, the plan's a little different.
Festival! What is this?
Could it be a festival? I've heard of these. Young men and women go crazy chanting as they dance wild and free around a watchtower. Where are you getting this information? It's a gathering of wild abandon and artistic expression to release pent-up desires, isn't it? Absolutely not. I mean, you're right about it being a festival, though.
Wow, this is amazing. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, right. You've never been to a festival before.
That's right. I'm so touched.
Takumi and Hideko, did you do all this? I only did about a quarter of the work. The rest was all Takumi. Takumi, you look like crap with all those dark circles around your eyes. Yeah, I was up all night working on this. You're crazy, man. I thought the pool yesterday was cool, but this is peak. I felt mixed emotions hearing Gaku's compliments. I set this whole thing up based on what Gaku did in my timeline, after all.
I'm not so hot on festivals, personally.
But they worked so hard to please us. It would be a waste not to enjoy ourselves. She's right, Darumi. Don't think of it as just a festival. Think of it as a dark carnival. Well, why didn't you say so? Now I'm feeling it. Whoop whoop.
Okay, sure, whatever that means. Anyway, let's have a blast together, guys.
But what's with this music? It's ridiculously out of place. Just then, C-Ray and Nigo showed up. I was trying to do a rock vibe today, and you went and set up this folksy thing instead. Couldn't you have made it more like a modern music festival? I can see you put in a lot of effort, though. I'll give you what you want. Wait just one moment. The two of them disappeared. Some time passed, and then... That's more fitting. Oh, this is more like it.
This is the kind of song you need for a festival.
Then let's get this party started. Everybody cut loose and have fun. So began our fabulous, frolicsome festival fiesta. I love it! The festival was alive with activity. The air was filled with the sounds of happy chatter all around me. Everywhere I looked, I saw radiant smiles. There wasn't the slightest hint of gloom on those happy faces. I don't know, oh no, Darmy looks like she's having an okay time. For a second, I thought she was worried. Halfway through the festivities, Kudata started cooking. She made the Osazuki family's special curry recipe, handed down through the generations. It was so popular, we had to line up for it, and before long, we'd eaten every last drop. After we were done eating, it was Gaku's turn to entertain us. Gaku climbed to the top of the tower, got on the DJ equipment, and showed us his skills on the turntable. The rest of us danced to the rhythm, wild and free. We went crazy, chanting and singing. We spun and flew, sweating so hard we practically melted away. And we continued to dance until the around the watchtower all night long. Aw, I love it. Day 70. When I woke up, the sky was already dusky. I must have reached my limit after staying up all night and partying for 2 days straight. I left my room and got ready for the day. By the time I was done, it was completely dark, almost time for dinner. I hurried to the cafeteria and announced my plan for the evening to everyone.
What? You have to be kidding. We're all going to the rooftop for fireworks?
Yep, sparklers, ramen candles, aerial fireworks. I've got them all in my room. But Takumi, don't people usually space out these kinds of events? Yeah, you gotta be out of your mind to go 3 days in a row. Don't listen to him, bro. I'm all for it. Honestly, the pool and the festival weren't quite enough for me anyway.
How does a broke bum like you have such a taste for parties?
Did you say something? Well, if it's what our captain wants, I suppose we have no real reason to refuse.
We're seriously doing this?
Hot damn. If you're gonna twist my arm, I guess. Despite their complaining, the smiles on their faces betrayed their true feelings. Then it's on. I really hope this works. Huh? C-Ray and Nigo, what are you doing here? You need adult supervision to play with fire. We're just here as chaperones. Oh, for the love of murder. You've made us do a lot worse than light some fireworks.
I bet they're just keep being coy.
You actually wanted to join us, didn't you? At the pool and at the festival? Absolutely not. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, then you guys can hang tonight. Let's lose our freaking minds. Doesn't it feel like something's missing?
Are you talking about my mask? You are, aren't you? I just can't see the fireworks with it on, that's all. That's why I left it in my room. I'm so embarrassed, don't look. Kurata, you don't need to wear that mask. You're only saying that because you think it stinks, right? Like poop, right? No, that's not it. I just think it's a waste of a very cute face, personally.
Kudata froze at a loss for words. Her face was as red as a ripe tomato. I think there's been a misunderstanding. I wasn't talking about Kudata's mask. Come to mention it, we are missing some people. 4 of them. Iriko, Moko, Ima, and Ava. Where the hell are they? Everyone looked around. Just then, the missing 4 showed up.
Oh.
Sorry we're late.
No.
It took some time to explain what we're doing. Explain? We have a surprise guest for everyone tonight. It's all ready for us now. Introducing our special guest for the evening. Shion! Yo, Shion! Everyone called out his name in surprise. Huh? What's going on? Why does everyone know his name?
Oh,
We've met him plenty of times before. Yeah, while you were busy trying to knock up Hideko. That's not what we were doing! In other words, while we were jumping to other timelines. Hey, that's not what we were doing. Anyway, that's how they know him. I only found out yesterday at the festival. I heard it from Moko, Ima, and Ava. We thought we should bring Shion to the festival since it was such a big event.
The four of us left the gym to... wrong one. Wrong voice. The four of us left the gym to ask him to come, but... Come to think of it, the four of them had disappeared for a while the night before. C-Ray and Nigo wouldn't allow me to come. And besides, I'm not a real Special Defense Unit member. I didn't want to get in the way of your fun. He tried to refuse again tonight. He was hesitant to come to this. But we managed to convince him, and now here he is. You lot don't listen to a word I say. You're wasting his energy. Just summoning an avatar like this uses up strength. Was this a bad idea after all? Well, obviously it's fine. Shion is as much of a part of the Special Defense Unit as any of us. He's our 17th member. If he dies, we all die. If we die, he dies.
Hey!
Our destinies are intertwined. He's one of us, an important comrade. If you're gonna disrespect one of our friends like that, well, you already know what I can do. I sent a sharp glare towards C-Ray and Nigo. The two of them were clearly rattled by it. Takumi. Fine, if you're gonna go that far, you can have it your way. But just for tonight. Be grateful for the Honorable C-Ray's magnanimous treatment. Thank you both, and you too, Takumi. Sincerely. I nodded with a grin. Soon, everyone else was smiling with me. Aye, time to get the show on the road. The fireworks are in your room, right, Takumi? Let's go get them. Soon began our Special Defense Unit Shining Fireworks Shindig. Every member of the team was there. Hideko, Nozomi, Moko, Tsubasa, the Tsukumo twins, Gaku, Shoma, Takemaru, Kudara, Darumi, and Kyoshika. Even Yugami was having a blast with everybody. We had our two commanding officers with us too, and Ava and Eito, who were once hostile to us. They were joining in on the fun. Last but not least, there was Shion. 19, including me. All of us, alive and well. We'd gone through so much hardship in the last 70 days, fighting to survive. This was a true miracle. I took it all in, reveling in the joy in my heart. Gaku, I don't think you should be carrying those fireworks. Also really enjoying how wholesome this image is. Oh, my heart. A long time ago, someone once said that life and fireworks aren't all that different. For a brief moment, they shine brightly, then they disappear into the dark. People struggle and strive to create a spark, all for that fleeting moment. That's what makes life so beautiful. Every word of what was said rang true to me. Who'd want to live forever? Being trapped in an infinite loop was a curse. I was gonna break free. I was gonna end this. I'd venture into the future that started from day 101 with all my friends. I'd get older with the passage of time and eventually die. One day, my firework would sizzle out. This was gonna be the last time I lived through this war. I'd never experience these 100 days again. The thought made my heart swell. The instantaneous flash, the spark vanishing into the darkness, the flicker of the decaying embers were all breathtakingly beautiful. Day 71. Our 3-day party binge finally ended yesterday. The next enemy attack would be tomorrow, day 72. We couldn't keep up the merriment forever. We needed to switch gears. Once I was done with breakfast and back in my room, I headed back out to make my rounds. Okay. I doubt I'll be getting much sleep, even though I'm totally wiped from all the partying. They say it's hard to sleep when you're overtired. Is that what this is? Well, no sense in just waiting around here. Maybe if I go out for a little walk, it'll make me sleepy. I convinced myself to leave my room. It was just then that I heard someone sniffling. Sniffling? I could see someone on the other side of the fence. It was Hideko. Huh? Again? Something like this happened before, the night of day 9. At any rate, I couldn't very well leave her like that. I went closer, hopped the fence, and sat down beside her. I knew it. Behind the lenses of her glasses, Hideko's eyes were wet with countless trails of tears running down her cheeks. She was holding something tightly in her left hand. It was the calico cat figure I'd given her on day 10. She hurriedly put it back in her pocket when she noticed me and removed her glasses to wipe away her tears. The silence continued. I stayed by her side, not saying anything. After a little while of sitting there like that, Hideko finally spoke.
You're not going to ask questions today? Last time you charged right in without any delicacy or tact.
Hey, even a guy like me can learn from experience.
Do you remember what happened on day 9?
Yeah.
Hideko raised her head and stared at the faraway flames, forlorn.
I had a dream on the night of day 8. And it was day 101. Everybody was there.
I had a dream on day 8, and I had the same dream last night. Okay.
Everyone except me. I must have died somehow.
Then how would you see that dream?
I saw you there, Takumi. You were in my dream. So I'm positive you managed to break free from the loop. Or perhaps I should say, you will manage to break free. But I'm going to be trapped here. Forever.
No, we all have to make it together. Hideko bit her lip and hung her head. I could tell she was fighting hard to keep from crying again. I spoke up before the tears had a chance to flow.
Come on, Hideko. It was just a dream.
It was just a dream.
It doesn't mean that really happened, or will happen. Think about it. If you were dead, how could you see everybody?
Thank you.
It wouldn't make sense if I was the only one to break free from the loop. We need everyone from the Special Defense Unit to survive in order to escape it. That includes you. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to worry. It was just a bad dream. It's going to be okay. You're not going to die, no matter what happens. Because I'm going to protect you. That's a promise, okay? Remember what I said before? I promised we'd both get out of this. That I'd build us a future where everyone can be happy.
Takumi.
A refreshing evening breeze blew. Every time Hideko's hair moved in the wind, I caught a familiar scent. The smell of lavender. Enveloped in that sweet fragrance, I sat there and waited for her to respond. Eventually, the trails of tears had all but dried from her cheeks. Looking much more like her usual self, she gave a little smile and spoke.
You're right. It's not like me to be so bothered by a dream. Maybe I was just feeling nervous because we're getting closer to day 100.
I nodded.
Forget about all that for now. I've had an idea.
An idea?
Our next opportunity to jump is day 74. From 12:05 a.m. to 12:35 a.m. You remember, right?
Yeah?
I'm going to do something. Here.
Hideko pulled a coin out of her pocket.
I'm going to toss this coin, and you're going to call heads or tails. Heads is the sun, tails is the crescent moon.
What happens if I get it right?
How about we go explore the ruins together the day after tomorrow, on day 73?
Why then?
We have a battle tomorrow. They'll come in the morning, but we'll be too tired afterwards.
And if I get it wrong?
Then we won't go. We'll just sit around and do nothing that day.
I was confused.
Why are we going out exploring if I get it right? Are you trying to indirectly ask me out?
Don't be so stupid. That's not it at all.
Well, I don't really get it, but this coin flip is related to leaping in timelines somehow, right?
Yes, I'll explain everything later.
Why later? Tell me now.
No more questions. Just call it.
Hideko flipped the coin. It tumbled through the air, landing on the back of her left hand. She quickly covered it with her other hand, hiding it from my sight.
What's your guess? Heads or tails?
It was such a pointless question that it felt silly to think about it too seriously. Even if I was wrong, all it meant was that I wouldn't spend the day outside with Hideko. There was no real risk involved. But I felt a strange stirring in my chest. Was there a fateful choice hiding behind this lighthearted pretense? Was something unforeseen creeping closer? I couldn't help but worry. Instantly, I was conflicted. Logically, there was no real right answer, and yet I couldn't just choose blindly. 2 more timelines would be created based on what I decided here.
Hello? Takumi, what's your answer?
At Hideko's urging, I sealed my resolve and gave her my answer.